Morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen that are logging in from around the world. Welcome to tonight's overview presentation of Karatbars International. Tonight, we are going to show you a real concept, one that's been around for many thousands of years. But in today's modern era, there is one platform, one company that is providing wealth for individuals all over the world, an opportunity where you can build gold and cryptocurrency assets. And then, if you choose, share it with others to create true wealth. My name is Nitsa Nakos. It's my absolute pleasure to be your host for tonight's presentation. I want to say a special shout out to all of you that are guests here with us tonight. In fact, I'd love to recognize you if you are a guest. If this is your first time to the presentation, then please acknowledge yourself by putting a G next to your name. And welcome to all of our guests. I can assure you that the next hour will be time very, very well spent. I'm also going to ask you at the end of the presentation to get back to the individual that invited you here. They will be able to provide answers to any questions you have, as well as help you to get started if that's the direction you choose to take. And of course, to all of our affiliates from around the world that continue to support the webinars, thank you so very much for coming. These webinars are for you and for your honored guests. So with that, let's go ahead and jump in and get started. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Nitsa Nakos. I am logging in this evening from my home office here in beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, albeit a little rainy. Vancouver, BC. That's what you get when you're up in the northwestern coast of North America, but it is my absolute pleasure to host this presentation. I found out about Karatbars about 5 years ago. It was literally 5 years ago, almost to the date. It was around Christmas time, right before entering 2014. And I, right away, I saw something. I looked at this presentation. It made absolute sense to me. It really spoke to my heart because I am one person, like maybe I might be speaking to you as well. There's hundreds of millions of people out there that fall into this category. I was financially devastated through the 2008 crash. I lost everything. I lost real estate, properties, money in the stock market, my savings as I, took several years to rebuild. And one thing I did not know, going into 2008 was why, wealthy people acquired gold, the real value of gold. And, after that event, obviously, I came across this information and it all made perfect sense to me. Finally, I understood what happened in 2008 and more importantly, how I could protect myself from any future crisis and any crash. And I really took it upon myself to get involved and start to educate other people as well. So it's been a very, very rewarding experience, the 5 years here with Karatbars International. My goal was that I could replace the income that I was earning, with this vehicle. And I did that right away. My very first month, I actually made more money in my first month, in my first week, to be honest, than I was making all month, prior to Karatbars. And a few things really appealing, for me with this system. One is the ability to get free gold, build up a real meaningful gold savings, and literally for free. You can liquidate all of it through the system. And secondly is an opportunity for brand new people who choose Karatbars as a way to, derive an income, whether that's part-time, spare time, or full-time. You can really start to generate some significant income and pretty quickly. And that was one important thing to me. I saw immediately through this compensation plan that if one really applied themselves, they could earn several thousands of dollars, even, per month or even per week, pretty quickly, once getting started. And finally, the third thing was just the principles of this company, the integrity of the company based on truth. And that to me spoke volumes because money does not, I don't chase money. I love, I align myself with good people and good missions and causes. And I hope by the end of this presentation, you can see clearly what the mission of this company is and how we as an entire company are taking gold into the hands of the masses of people, restoring the middle class all over the world, and helping to distribute wealth into every household in this on this amazing planet. So that's just a little bit about me. Let's go ahead now and dive into this presentation. Once again, Karatbars International, a global company that provides you a platform where you can create real assets, you can preserve those assets and multiply, grow those assets. And so I'm going to give to you a little bit of information. And at the end of this presentation, I'm going to ask you these questions. So I'm telling you ahead of time. And if you answer to these questions at the end of the presentation, then I know that I have done my job. So the questions I'm going to ask you at the end of the presentations are: number one, would you like to own more gold? Number two, do you realize the advantages of the Karatbars ecosystem? Number three, do you realize the benefits of a bank and a government independent monetary system? And number four, would you like to profit now and in the future? So hold on to those questions, ponder those. We're going to revisit them towards the end of the presentation. Right now, let's dive in and take a look at Karatbars. Who is Karatbars International? So this is a company that's based out of Stuttgart, Germany, additional offices in Dubai, Hong Kong, Singapore, as well as Slovenia. The IT department is in Bangladesh. And this company launched in 2011. So you're not looking at a startup operation. It is an 8-year-old company. And over the course of 8 years, they have become a world leader in both the production and the sales of gold in small increments, 24 karat gold bullion in small transactable weights. In fact, there is no other company in the world that actually sells more gold in small weights than this company right here, Karatbars International. And they do that because of their distribution model. They now have a clientele base of over 500,000, actually now 600,000 people in 120 countries that do business with this company, acquire gold on a regular basis. The company is 100% debt-free. They are an e-commerce company, so they operate the same way like Amazon or Alibaba or Airbnb or Uber for that matter. And notice the examples I gave are other world leaders, Amazon, Alibaba, the two largest retailers in the world, e-commerce companies. Airbnb, the largest accommodation company in the world, an e-commerce company. Uber, arguably the largest transportation company in the world, also an e-commerce company. So we know where the future is going. This company is very innovative. They always stay in front of the trend. And so that's something you have to look forward to. Doing business in 120 countries means that there are no borders. You operate this business right from the comforts of your laptop, your phone, anywhere in the world that you are with an internet connection, you are in business. Over the first 8 years, the company pulled in 100 million in sales. So hopefully what this shows you is that, the company has grown over the, its first kind of wave. And now we are at a point, and I like to refer to it as a sweet spot. The company is old enough, being 8 years, having, done a significant amount of revenue, 100 million, that they've gone through the pain and the tribulations, trials and tribulations of every startup company. Now they're at a point where they are moving into momentum. So they're old enough that they've gone through, startup pains, but they're young enough still that they have that big run ahead of them. And we are at that point now. 2018 really marked the beginning of this. And the company innovated in a spectacular way into the digital era, launching a gold-backed cryptocurrency, actually 2 cryptocurrencies right now, and an entire financial ecosystem that is driven by gold, that is backed by gold, that's bringing back the gold standard. So I'm going to show that to you here in just one moment. But we're doing these presentations now in every country around the world because we're looking for people, we're positioning people who want to get in front of the next big wave of growth, who see the value in what this company is doing and want to align themselves with the company and profit very, very handsomely for this next big wave. Our CEO and founder, Mr. Harold Seitz, he is a true visionary. He's just a great entrepreneur, a very successful entrepreneur. He is known, a humanitarian, a philanthropist all over the world. He's been written up by many popular magazines in Europe. They call him the King of Gold. He is his own published author. His first book, he's now writing his second one, The Future of Money, How Gold Will Revolutionize Our Method of Payments, is now available on Amazon. And his mission is to produce the highest quality of gold available in the market and then make it easily accessible to the masses of honest people around the world at a price point that everyone can afford. He says, my goal is that millions of people find financial freedom from the current system of debt. That is the CEO and founder of Karatbars International, Mr. Harold Seitz. So our business model, what do we do with Karatbars? First and foremost, I want to be very clear that we do not buy or sell products. We do not have a catalog of products to show you that you are required to buy every month or you are required to sell every month if you want to position yourself with this company to make an income. We simply teach people the importance of exchanging money, and profits are made through the exchange. And if you think, just think about every time you travel, to another country, you exchange your money, correct? And there's always little fees involved with you doing that. Just think about, if ever you wanted to exchange into other asset classes, there's always fees involved in that, and there's commissions that are made, and those people that are in front of those types of exchanges make the money. Well, we do the same thing. We give you a platform where you simply exchange your money. You don't spend money on anything, you don't buy products, you just exchange your money. We teach you how to go from unstable and devaluing fiat currency, so those paper dollars, whether they are US dollars, Canadian dollars, Bahamian dollars, UK pounds, euros, wherever it is in the world that you are, that fiat currency, we teach you to exchange that into stable and appreciating assets, such as gold and now digital currency that is actually backed by gold. So that is our business model, and we're doing so right now in a very rapid pace to keep up with this great wealth transfer. How many of you understand the significance of a wealth transfer? These wealth transfers have been going on for thousands of years, and it's a time where we see money exchanging hands. We see certain asset classes crash while wealth is transferred into others. And I'll give you an example again of 2008. Those people who held real estate, especially in the US, we saw our real estate completely vanish. We lost money, lots of it. Our wealth was literally taken up from under our noses. But those who held precious metals during that time, the wealth got transferred into gold and into silver. So those who held precious metals, gold and silver, were the winners, okay, in 2008. Same thing happened with every stock market crash. The money doesn't just disappear when we hear words like the stock market lost, trillions of dollars were lost in the stock market. Money does not disappear. Wealth does not disappear. It simply exchanges hands. The problem with our system, it is broken. Our current financial system is broken. It is not fixable. It is a system that robs 99% of people, average people, middle-class people, of their wealth to line the pockets of the 1%. So, and this, there's no fixing to it. The only way is really for it to come down, to crash. And when it does, those people who hold gold bullion and cryptocurrencies are going to be the winners, because you have protected your wealth. As everybody knows, during a crash, people rush to gold, they rush to cryptocurrency. And in the meantime, we're going to teach you why it's important to store your assets in gold, your wealth in gold. In order to understand the reason why, we have to get back to the roots. What happened that has created this problem? And here it is right here. The money that you hold, and I'm showing you a US dollar. Again, it could be a Canadian dollar, it could be a British pound, it can be a euro. It looks the same across the board. Fiat currencies are completely worthless. Why? Because they are backed by nothing. They're just pieces of paper that are backed by people's confidence. And when people's confidence wanes, when people start to not trust financial systems and governments and what's going on, they start to lose trust, or not just people, but other governments and other nations and other organizations around the world that might use that form of currency. When that starts to happen, when the doubt, the uncertainty comes into place, that is when you start to see more and more and more people get out of fiat currency and into stable assets like gold. The US dollar over the past 100 years has lost 95% of its purchasing power. There it is. That's the bottom line. And it started back in 1913 when this whole system was created, when the Federal Reserve was created. Nothing federal about the Federal Reserve. It is a private banking cartel. And there were significant dates along the way. 1933, President Roosevelt issued an executive order to make it illegal for people to hold gold coins or bullions or certificates. Everybody was instructed to give in all their gold. In 1944, the Bretton Woods Agreement was established. This was after World War II. The US dollar became the world's reserve currency. That escalated a big economic boom, in the US, creating the superpower of the world. But over the past 80 years, it has tremendously changed. And 1971 was a very, very important event. In 1971, US President Nixon closed the gold window. Prior to 1971, you could take US dollars and you could exchange those US dollars for gold at a bank, literal exchange. But in 1971, President Nixon unpegged the US dollar from the gold standard, therefore creating a free floating currency. And because every other currency in the world was pegged to the US dollar, and the US dollar pegged to gold, back then at a price of $35 an ounce, because that was the case, what he did essentially is he took the entire world off of the gold standard, and nothing has changed. It was supposed to be a temporary, a temporary kind of a thing, but it's now been, over 50 years, and the system just continues to get worse. And so that has created this right here, an increased money supply. So that means, banks and governments continue to print money. Why? Because they can. It's free to do so for them. And right now they're printing at a rate where, 95% of it literally stays at the top level. So between all of the banks having to pay, each other off, all the interest payments, everything, only 5% of that money ever really trickles down into day-to-day economy to affect the average people. So ladies and gentlemen, this is, and you can see this, you can do your own homework. It took 200 years to put $825 billion US dollars into circulation. And after 2008, there was no real fix to the problem. They just band-aided the problem by printing more and more and more money to bail out, the banks, and that, causing now trillions, tens of trillions of dollars printed out of thin air, creating the world's worst ever currency and debt crisis. And this affects the entire world. This man right here was the longest running Federal Reserve Chairman, Mr. Alan Greenspan. He spoke about that 1971 event. And he said, in the absence of the gold standard, there is no way for the average man or woman to protect their savings from confiscation through inflation. There's no safe store of value. That's a very, very powerful statement right there, confiscation through inflation. You see, when, as banks print more and more money, to us, the way we see it is as inflation. But what most people think is inflation just means that prices go up, because prices need to go up to support an economy, to stimulate an economy. But what most people don't understand, I can certainly say I did not understand what inflation was. The reason for inflation is not because prices are going up. The reason for inflation is because our governments and our central banks are printing more and more and more and more money, thus diluting the value of that money. So prices don't go up, the value of your money is going down, therefore you need more of it to buy those same goods and services. When I saw that, it made all the sense to me, and I'm going to show you right now another demonstration. And with this, I know the penny's going to drop for many of you. Gold is a safe store of value. By definition, here's why everybody needs gold. Because it is an asset that can be saved, it can be retrieved, it can be exchanged, and be predictably useful in the future by retaining its purchasing power. And now I live in Canada. This is just a small little, meager example, but here's a $5 bill, Canadian $5 bill. And, today, this $5 bill, well, it might buy you a cup of coffee, okay, at Starbucks. Okay, there are cheaper coffee places around, but $5 maybe for a cup of coffee at Starbucks. Well, I'll tell you, 5 years ago, this $5 could buy you 3 cups of coffee at Starbucks. Today, 1 cup of coffee at Starbucks. Where is this $5 bill going to be 5 years from now? I bet you it wouldn't even buy a cup of coffee, okay, or anything. And that, my friends, is not because of inflation. That is because in Canada, like every other place in the world, our governments continue to print more and more and more money, therefore diluting the value of its purchasing power. And that's why we need more of it. Does that make sense? I hope so. Here's an illustration that we'll bring it all together for you. We're going to take a Ford pickup truck. Did you know that back in 1950, you could acquire a Ford pickup truck for about $1,000? That was 1950, okay? But you could also acquire about 1 kilo of gold, 30 ounces, just under 1 kilo, of 24 karat gold bullion for the same price, $1,000. So therefore, $1,000 for the truck, $1,000 for gold bullion, okay? 1 kilo of gold. Let's fast forward today. Does that same $1,000 buy us the truck 70 years from now? No, because of inflation, okay? That Ford pickup truck is now worth about $43,000, $45,000. But can we buy that Ford pickup truck with 1 kilo of gold still? Yes. Today, 1 kilo of gold is worth about $43,000 to $45,000, you see? So gold did not lose its value over the last 80 years. That same kilo of gold 80 years ago, today can buy you the same thing. Where is that $1,000 80 years ago? Can it buy you the same thing today? No. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. And this is why people need gold. Gold is a way to stop inflation in its tracks. And we all need to take personal responsibility for our own economy in our own home first. And then if you feel inclined to join us to help spread the word, to help other people do the same, the process is very, very simple. We issue free gold savings accounts. That's what we do at Karatbars. Everything, you're never required to buy anything. That is completely optional. You can open up a free gold savings account and you can begin saving in gold. It's all online. It's very simple. It's private. It's secure. You can acquire your gold. You can manage your account. You can store it. The company offers you free storage. You can ship it to your home via FedEx. And if necessary, it is your savings. And you can liquidate it. You can sell it back, liquidate that savings, and the company will buy that back from you, put that right onto your prepaid MasterCard that they issue to you as you become an affiliate. To acquire gold, the company will accept credit card, they will accept bank wire payments, as well as Bitcoin payments. So here are our classic cards. These cards is what started the company 8 years ago, 1 gram, 2.5, and 5 gram denominations. Notice the beautiful cards. The gold bar is, inside the card. The casing, of course, it looks like what? It looks like a debit card, a credit card, because it conveniently fits into your wallet. It's easy to store. It's easy for you to handle. Can you imagine if you just had this little gold bar? I would be terrified of losing it, okay? This way it makes, not only does it protect the gold, but it's easy to handle. Okay. The other thing about it is every single gold bar has security features on it. It's got 999.9 pure 24 karat gold bullion, and it's got a serial number that traces it back to its refinery. Every single gold bar comes from an LBMA accredited refinery, which basically are the same refineries that sell to banks, central banks, governments. So you're getting the same asset class of gold as, the wealthy, the elite, the banks, governments buy. Okay, it's the same system that is used at the very high level. We offer this to the mainstream public. In 8 years, you will not find one complaint about Karatbars Gold. When I first got an account with this company, I'll confess, I got this gold, and the first thing I did is I had it melted down, to prove. Now, that was 5 years ago, whole other thing. I've seen so much happen over the past 5 years, but I can assure you, just like it came back for me and it's come back for several others that have told me the same story, there is no need to do that. Research alone, if there was a problem, if anybody had ever been given, bad gold or fake gold, people would have known about it by now. This company deals only with the highest asset class, 24 karat, 999.9 pure gold bullion from an LBMA accredited refinery. There's less than 100 refineries around the world that actually fall under the LBMA umbrella. You can view those on the good delivery list on their website at lbma.org. Okay, so because we deal in small bars, these are they're affordable for the masses of people, and they're transactable. And that's a big, big, big part of our wave 2. And that is to introduce to the world our payment system, a system where you can actually exchange in gold. And this new product is called Cash Gold, revolutionary product, but also one that makes it easy for us to transact in gold. Why? Because these are small denominations starting at 1/10 of a gram, 2/10, 4/10, 6/10 of a gram, 1/10 of a gram of gold. I held up that $5 bill. Here you go. Here's the 1/10 of a gram of gold in a beautiful note. 14 patents on this note. The gold bullion bar right in the middle, again, 999.9 pure gold, 1/10 of a gram denomination. Here's my $5 bill. Okay. So what's the difference between these two? This one that I have in my wallet will never lose its value. That means what this one can buy me today, it'll buy me 10 years, 20 years, 50 years from now. This $5 that I have in my wallet that's worth $5 today in value will absolutely not buy me the same thing next year, 5 years, 20 years from now, okay? So we simply teach people a little bit at a time to exchange your bad money into good money, okay? To exchange your fake assets into real assets, okay? Assets are stable. Assets are, appreciating, and there's nothing appreciating about fiat currency. All right. The other really good thing about cash gold is because it's in smaller denominations, it really is a product, a weight of gold that we can take around the world. Let's face it, most countries in the world, right? Half of our population on this planet can't afford a gram of gold. But they can afford 1/10 of a gram. So they can still begin to build a meaningful savings in gold, little bits at a time, little bits at a time. So those are our gold products. Now, 2018 marked a brand new era for this company, and we call it Wave 2, the beginning of Wave 2. So those of you that are here in this presentation today, really your timing is so right, because as great as the last 8 years have been, we are all so excited about what's happening. I feel right now that this is the beginning of, the game. The first, 5 years that I was here, I look at that as practice, a practice run. And now we really begin. So our innovation into the digital era, by bringing out a new digital economy, a new digital financial system, which is secured by gold. And through our affiliation with the Gold Standard Bank, which is our main top company, and our holding company, one that specializes in gold mining, gold trading, we're now taking our entire business model to the next level. And this affects each and every one of you. How? Well, you can be a part of helping us introduce the Gold Standard Bank, helping us introduce this new ecosystem. What is the main purpose of the Gold Standard Bank? To produce a financial ecosystem that is bringing back the gold standard. So imagine being able to exchange in gold. Imagine being able to acquire gold. Imagine being able to get it for free. Imagine being able to easily trade gold. Imagine being able to create assets in gold, to see those assets grow. It's a financial center of a brand new digital economy. And as I stated, it's helping masses, not just the top wealthy people, which is what our current system supports, but it's helping masses of people to be able to create wealth, to preserve and grow their assets in this system. There's two objectives to the gold standard. Our aim is to establish our blockchain that will issue digital gold currencies. We explained why it's important to have a value backed by gold, and that is the company's aim. Right now, we are introducing our digital gold currency, and as we move ahead within our financial ecosystem, we will be introducing other cryptocurrencies backed by assets and gold that belong to countries and that belong to other, nations and larger institutions. But right now we begin with ours, and the creation and the development of a global payment system, which becomes the basis of that circulation, of that currency's circulation. So that's what we're bringing to you, and your opportunity to get involved is to be a part of the very first to position yourself and others in front of this big paradigm shift. Imagine being a part of those meetings. Remember I showed you that graph that stated back to 1913 when the Federal Reserve was created? Imagine being in that meeting as part of that group of people who basically created the US dollar, right? This is a closed economy, but it's one that we truly feel will be the one of the greatest and possibly most used system around the world. So right now we're in a pre-launch phase. Next year we launch our blockchain and we issue our gold currency. But right now there is a tremendous opportunity for you to get involved and actually position yourself for a great gain. And that is through our current digital coins. We currently have two coins. One is called the KBC, the Karat Gold Coin, and the other is called the KCB, the Karat Coin Bank Coin. So these coins right here, they are backed by assets. One is backed by gold and the other is backed by our bank. So these are real tangible assets that back up these coins. But what's going to happen next year is both of these coins are going to merge and they're going to create one gold standard coin, which is covered in gold. And those who are owners of these coins will have the ability to convert their coins into real physical gold bullion, okay? Right now, the name of the game is that we acquire as many of these coins as we possibly can, while they're as cheap as they are. Okay, so let's take a little peek as to how this works. First of all, how does the company secure a coin that's backed by physical gold? Because the specialty of the Gold Standard Bank is gold mining. They currently hold licenses to 2 mines. The latest acquisition was a massive gold deposit in Guinea. They have the license for 200 of 700 tons of gold, over 2 billion in assets. And right now, the Gold Standard is building up its gold reserves to ensure that its circulating currency, the gold standard coin that will be introduced next year, is fully backed by gold. I'm going to share a short little video with you that's going to give you a better understanding of our timelines, what we're working on right now, and then I'm going to come back and dig a little deeper with you and show you a little bit more about how you can get involved with this great financial system.
Gold has been through wars, imperial collapses, and natural disasters. Nevertheless, it has always been and will continue to be the universal equivalent. The next step into a golden success story gets started. November 2018, the official Karatbit exchange is established. December 2018, the official gold standard holding and the biggest mine in the world with 700 tons deposit of gold in Guinea to be opened. March 2019, the Gold Standard Bank in Guinea will be based. April 2019, Karat Karatbars digital stock exchange, where shares of businesses will be kryptonized for trading, and blockchain smartphone working on the voice over blockchain protocol. July 4th, 2019, the Gold Independence Day. The visionary mission of Karatbars is to return gold to people. Starting from July 4th, 2019, everyone will be able to exchange pure gold to KBC at the rate of 100 KBC to 1 gram of gold. September 2019, Karatbars International will be starting operation on its own blockchain. Mainnet will be released. October 2019, Hard Fork Day. The creation of a single coin covered by gold. Both coins, KBC and KCB, will be transferred to their own blockchain with their market value protected. A single coin will be created, backed by gold and freely exchangeable for gold. Our previous plans were perfectly completed. Karat Gold Coin ICO has successfully done. Karat Coin Bank, the licensed bank and the world's first cryptocurrency bank, has been established in Miami with $100 million share capital. Mobile app to manage the gold-covered payment system was created. Gold mine in Madagascar was providing gold reserves of 900 million euros, has bought. The first deposit of 135 kilograms of pure gold was laid down. KC Bank, Hong Kong, which trades gold bars, already has been trading with volume of 1,200 kilograms per day. All of that confirms the fact that nothing is reliable and prosperity guaranteed as gold. For the first time in the history of mankind, banks, exchanges, and gold mining companies will unite with one goal: to create the gold independence world, which will bring stability and prosperity for everyone. The next 5 years will transform our world. This is what Gold Standard guarantees. Gold Standard and Karatbars create the biggest future together.
Okay, let's take a closer look now at both of these coins, what they mean, what's basically what they mean for you and how you can acquire them. So we're going to start off with our first coin called the KBC. This is the Karat Gold coin. And this coin in the market is already a huge story of success. This coin is listed right now on a total of 5 exchanges, 2 of which are the top 10. Coin Super and Hit BTC. It's listed on Coin Market Cap. On our circulation of 8 billion will be shown there very, very soon, making it a top 50 coin. 120 million euros was raised in this ICO. And if you know anything about initial coin offers, typically a coin that can raise 25 to 50 million is considered a very successful project. 120 million actually puts it in the top 30 of all time success ICOs. And considering there's, over 10,000 ICOs, being, top 30 obviously should tell you a lot. The reason is very, very simple. The company had credibility as, a successful gold operation prior. So it wasn't just an idea. There was a working product, great management team, and there was a community already built of 500,000 people who trust the company, are loyal to the company, do business with the company. So really we were able to do very, very well with the initial offer of this coin. Another really great aspect is that there is gold deposited in a vault that actually backs up this coin. The first 135 kilos of gold has already been deposited. The goal is to back each one of our coins. And remember, right now we're just at the beginning, the development stage. We are going to merge into one coin, but these coins will not lose their value. The goal is that we back each coin by 1 gram of gold. So this has created a lot of excitement around the world. We've seen increases even in the last 30 days of nearly 100, 200%, 300% in 2018 altogether, growth of the coin. Today it was trading on our exchange for about 1.8, 1.9 cents. And just to give you an example, it was initially offered at half a cent. So it's doing very, very well, but yet we're at a point where nobody knows about it yet. We're just releasing this information out to the public now. So it's going to go viral. We do expect a great 2019 with this coin, leading up to July the 4th of 2019, which is when the convertibility, that's when we're going to be able to start exchanging these coins for real physical gold. And I'll show you the plan in just one moment. Our next coin is now in a private offer. So this gives you an opportunity to grab this one at a price point that's very, very low before it even launches. Then this is the coin that's associated with our bank. So it's got tangible assets behind it of a running operational bank. Now this bank is already creating profits, but we're building up the infrastructure this year. Officially, it will launch when our blockchain is launched next year in September. The bank will go on the blockchain and it'll be opened up, with bank accounts and member services of a fully running, fully serviced bank, cryptocurrency bank. It's placed in Miami, Florida. The ticker symbol for this coin is KCB. The price point for this coin is 14 cents. But if you get involved with Karatbars and you take advantage of some of our early bird specials right now, you could literally get this coin anywhere between 3 cents to 11 cents. Now, after we finish the pre-sale, which will be summer of next year, we will reevaluate the price of the coin based on all the profits and the assets of the bank. So we are offering this, exclusive, offer until the summer of next year, July or August. And the minimum, amount to get in is only 1,000 coins. So somebody can establish a position with as little as 140, 150 euros. There's a total of 50 billion coins that have been issued on the Ethereum blockchain protocol using smart contracts. But very soon, next year, September, this coin, as well as our entire, system, will be put on our own blockchain. The bottom line, what's in it for you to own this digital coin? Basically, you get to share profits with a bank. And as many of you probably understand, banks make great profits, right? If you take, $100 and you go deposit that into your bank right now, that bank will take that $100 and they'll create profits multiplied by 30 at 1 million. So they'll take your 100 and they'll make 3,000 out of that, right? But what do they give you back for that 100? Maybe they give you back a few dollars a year for that 100 while they've made many, 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 many thousands. Okay, banks make money with being decentralized on a blockchain. Everything is transparent. That's one thing I love about cryptocurrency is it's money for the people. It's people's money. They say that gold is God's money because man was not on the planet. Gold was on this planet before man ever walked this planet. And then, fiat currency is the government's money because they can do whatever they want. We've seen what's happened over the years. But cryptocurrency now is the people's money. It's not controlled by anybody. It's totally decentralized. It's basically controlled by people who acquire the currencies and use the digital currencies. So you will have the opportunity to benefit alongside the bank. As the bank grows, the value of your coins will grow, and so therefore it is looked upon as a very, very solid project. And of course, being that it is a coin that's backed by a digital asset and not just by what people think about it. Okay, so we do have some early bird bonuses that will reward you handsomely up until Christmas Eve, December 24th. If you acquire this coin, you can actually get up to 400% extra bonuses, right? So that means you could literally get 4 times extra coins for your purchase if you move quickly before Christmas and take advantage of this early bird special. Okay, a couple of other points about the bank. It's placed in Miami, Florida. It has a full license to operate as a cryptocurrency bank. It sits on 1.3 billion US dollars in assets. It has share capital of 100 million and a license over one of our gold mines in Africa with a value of 1.2 billion US. So there's the 1.3 billion. Right now, it's already creating profits with gold trades coming from its mine. The thing about our two coins, they have a very unique relationship within our system. And, you know, our every time a transaction occurs into the bank, or every time profits are made through our entire system, both of these coins increase in value because they're both backed by assets. 50% of profit goes into a pool that buys gold to back up KBC. Every time profits are made, the KCB coin increases in value because it's tied to the bank. So every time the bank grows, profits come in, the KCB coin grows. But every time profits come in, 50% of those profits go into buying gold that backs up the KBC. This has never been seen before in two coins, you know, in a cryptocurrency world. It is the first time, and it's a beautiful thing because there'll never be a case where one coin will grow and the other won't. Every transaction in raises the value of both coins. So again, right now, the name of the game is to acquire as many of these as possible, especially before July the 4th. Why? Because Karatbars has declared July the 4th as Gold Independence Day. And starting from this day, every person will be able to exchange their coins, 100 KBCs, into 1 gram of gold. Today's price of a gram of gold is about $40, 42 US dollars. So that would make it that one coin would basically give you about 42 cents in gold. So considering that you could get these coins right now for pennies on the dollar, this is our offer and why we're doing these presentations all over the world. Here's our 5-year timeline that you saw in the video. July 4th is the first time we start to convert, you know, our coins into gold, 100 KBCs at 1 gram. In October, we have our hard fork, which means one single coin created. Both coins keep their value. Then in January of 2020, we have our next tier convertibility, 75 of the gold standard coin to 1 gram of gold. In 2021, 50 gold standard coins to 1 gram of gold. 2022, 25 gold standard coins to 1 gram of gold. And then by 2023, the goal is 1 coin to 1 gram of gold. So as you could see, from 2019 to 2023, that's already a 100 times growth. And right now, between now and July the 4th, we have a very, very tremendous opportunity for another very large growth. So I encouraged you to get back to the person who brought you. Take a look at our early bird specials. How do we get started? We have these special packages that give you anywhere from 20%, actually up to 400%. We've got our lower end packages, and then we've got our higher end packages. Our lower end packages give us between 20 to 120%. They start off at 160 euros, where you get 160 euros worth of the KCB, but you get a 20% bonus on top. Every one of these packages also includes gold, because our whole essence of our system is that we help you. We give you a vehicle to grow your assets in gold and crypto. So when you acquire these packages, you get both. You get cryptocurrency and you get gold. If you wish to exchange your gold, because we give you an exchange system, you can use your gold as money, and you can exchange that gold into more cryptocurrencies if you wish. That's completely up to you, or you can hold it, okay? Have it delivered to your home. That is your choice. So every package will give you anywhere between 15%, even up to 30% gold inside the package, and then extra coins. So you start off at 160 euro. At 350 euro, it's a 50% bonus and 0.7 grams of cash gold. At 750 euros, it's 80% bonus and 2.4 grams of cash gold. 1,700 euro, you get 100% bonus. So you literally get 3,400 euros worth of KCBs and 4.8 grams of gold. At 4,000, you get 120% bonus and 14.6 grams of gold. Now, these specials expire on the 24th of December. Then we have our higher end packages that begin at 10,000. So these are really for the people who want it all. You want to get positioned, a strong position in crypto, a strong position in gold, and a strong position in operating a business. It's one package that gives everything to you. You get higher bonuses for everything. So for example, 10,000 euros, if you go with that package, you're going to get 140% extra coins. So you're going to get 24,000 euros worth of KCB. Okay, for your 10,000. You're also going to get 48.7 grams of gold. The 25,000 euro, you get 160% bonus and 160 grams of gold. Now at the 25,000 level and higher, they do give you the ability to participate in an annual profit program. It's a passive program where you could literally earn interest on your gold. As long as you don't touch your gold, it remains in your storage. It's your gold, but the company will trade it for you. And it's at anywhere between 8 to 10% a year return on your gold. Or you can have it delivered, it's your gold, or you can exchange it into other digital products if you wish. At 50,000, you're up to 200% bonus and 350 grams of gold. That's over 10 ounces of gold. At 150,000, you've got over a kilo of gold, well over a kilo, and 300% bonus. And at 500,000, 350% bonus, and 4 kilos of gold participating. If you participate and leave that in the profit program, you could literally get 440 grams of gold. That's about 12 ounces of gold per year for free every single year, okay, from this package. We do have a $1 million package as well that right now gives you a 400% bonus, and you have over 8 kilos of gold in that package. Each one of these packages comes with what's called a VIP status. Now, the VIP is important because that's how you get positioned in the business with the best earning potential. So the next step is that you get back to the person who brought you and decide what you want. If you simply want to acquire one of these packages and sit on them, hold them, then I encourage you to do that. Become a customer with us and begin to build up your assets, both in stable and appreciating gold and crypto. If you wish to earn additional income, active income, while you hold those coins, then I encourage you to become an affiliate. You can start making money right away. Every single week we get paid, and I'll show you how that works. And as an affiliate, we have a very, very generous plan. There are many ways to get paid. I'm not going to go over all of them, but the main thing that's to understand, the fundamental of our payment plan is you get paid each and every week. You have a monthly residual check. So you could literally get paid 5 times a month. You get gold bonuses. So imagine earning gold for free. And you get matching bonuses. So as you build out a team, you could literally, if you care for other people and build out a team, you could literally match the paycheck of the people you're helping. Okay. So I'll go over this really quickly because it is very, very simple. How do you get positioned? You get positioned with a business package. This is if you want to start earning right away. We have 4 different business packages. We have a bronze, a silver, a gold, and a VIP. Depending on which one you buy, you're going to get 30% of the value of that package. You're going to get it also in tokens right now, in coins, in KCB coins, okay? Remember, if you buy one of our limited time profit packs at 10,000 or higher, you get a free VIP. So you essentially save 2,000 euros by getting one of the profit packages at 10,000 or higher, okay? And how do these packages work? Every single one of them positions you for income. The higher the package, the more income you earn through our structure. I'll give you an example. Depending on whether you're a bronze, a silver, a gold, or a VIP, you have a direct bonus. So when you refer somebody and let's say they buy a profit package, okay, you're going to earn commissions of 10%. Now, when they refer somebody to a package, they're going to earn the 10%, but you will earn 3% because they're on your first level, first generation or second level. When their people refer a package, okay, they're going to earn 10. It goes up the line. So you earn 10, your second generation earns 3, and your third generation earns 2%. And this is on every single direct sale, okay? That goes through the system. The other way is that you build up a team. These are called dual team payouts. These are bonuses that you earn on top. Okay, so how do these work? Basically, we build teams. So when you enroll people, they're going to fall into one of two teams. We all have a left team, we have a right team. And as sales occur in your teams, this creates units. So the sales get transferred into units, and you see this real time. For every 75 units, there's a bonus payment that gets issued. And if you're a bronze, that bonus is 40 euros. If you're a silver, it's 50 euros. If you're a gold, it's 60 euros. And if you're a VIP, it's 80 euros. So the same units of value, pay out a bonus, you decide how big that bonus is. Okay, obviously VIP is the way you earn the most. The other way we get paid is through a matching bonus. So you build out a team and you earn 5% on your team's dual team payouts. Depending on whether you're a bronze, a silver, a gold, or a VIP is going to depend on how many people you get to override with this bonus. So if you're a bronze, you get to override 2 levels. If you're a silver, 3 levels. If you're a gold, 5 levels. If you're a VIP, 7 levels. Now, folks, this is not a linear thing. This is an exponential thing. As a VIP, overriding 7 levels and matching paychecks at 5%, you could be looking at many thousands, many tens of thousands of people that you can override in this structure with that 5% bonus. It's very, very powerful. So we have now come to the end of our presentation, and at this point, it is your decision. Before we end, I just want to speak very shortly about timing. Timing is everything. I've shown you a system that you can truly leverage. You can simply get started. You can acquire, coins, and you can sit on those coins and earn, a passive income in the future through our Golden Independence offer. Okay. I've also shown you a system where you can actively take part and generate commissions right away. Commissions that can start paying you as early as next week, but also a way over time in building out an organization to create real leverage by overriding a team. And if any of this, speaks to you, then what this guy says, Mr. Warren Buffett, billionaire investor and philanthropist, should be ringing very true. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until the end of your life. I was first introduced 25 years ago to the concept of residual income, and I could not sleep after that presentation. I was 24 years of age. I was running 5 restaurants. I was a business owner at a very young age. I opened up my first restaurant at the age of 18. By the time I was 25, I had 5 of them, and I thought that was going to be my life. But you know what? I did not make money if I did not open the key and open the doors for my customers. And I was relying on every single customer that walked through those doors to come back or come in for the first time, and buy food, right? That's how I made money. In this system, the beginning stages is when you begin. And you begin to refer some people, as they begin to refer and their people begin to refer, that's when you get into real exponential growth. And when you combine that to where this company is right now, we're now beginning our big wave 2 boom. We've come to a point where we are very close to hitting our 1 millionth member. At 1 million, It's just this thing. Things grow very exponentially. It grows virally because there's enough people out there spreading the word. And we're very close. We will hit 1 million in 2019. You have an opportunity to come in before that. You have an opportunity to take part in this growth and change your life, change your family's life, change your great-grandchildren's great-grandchildren's life. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have seen the value in this presentation, and also agree that I have not brought this to you with a level of hype of any kind. My goal and aim was to deliver value to you this evening. I believe in education. If anything, continue to educate yourself, continue to educate your kids on the financial system, how to become free of that financial system. Gold has been around for thousands and thousands of years, and the sad part about it is less than 1% of people on this planet own physical gold. This company is changing that in a very, very big way, and we need your help. Join us now and profit handsomely now and also in the future. So the next steps are simple. You want to get back to the person who invited you, register your free account right away. Don't delay on that. It takes about 30 seconds and you're done. Then decide what you want. If you want to get started making money through the system, and you don't need me to tell you, if you need to make more money, then I suggest you acquire an affiliate package and get yourself positioned. If you like the idea of the cryptocurrency packages, then get a cryptocurrency package. If you could get into one of the larger ones that come with the free VIP, then take advantage of that, because that's an exceptional offer that's going to go away coming December 24th. Begin your exchanges into gold, into cryptocurrencies. We have one package that gives you all of that. So get your profit pack and then start to share this with other people. You do not need to be a salesperson of any kind. You do not need to deliver information. We have this presentation on video where you can simply send the video, they can press play, they can earn all about it, and then introduce them to one of your directors, upline directors in the business, who can help answer their questions. Meanwhile, you're learning. Folks, what we do is not hard. It's actually very, very simple. The hardest part is to keep it this simple. When I started, I asked, how do we build this business? And one of the most successful people in this company said, just follow the basic steps. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and teach as many people those basic steps. Ladies and gentlemen, in 90 days, I changed my life completely. Making more money in a week than I was averaging all month long, free gold. I've never had to pay for gold, and now an exceptional opportunity with our digital currencies. Ladies and gentlemen, I encourage you at this point to make a decision for yourself. Get back to the person who referred you to this presentation. Let's get your questions answered and get you started right away. It has been an absolute pleasure to host this presentation for you this evening. I hope you have enjoyed it. We're going to do it again this coming Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So invite. Let's get you positioned, and then let's get you reaching out to a few people to come back this coming Thursday as we do it again. In the meantime, you can ask for the link to the recording. That is available for you at www.goldmoneyintro.com, goldmoneyintro.com, and the videos that you saw there earlier, www.goldstandardvideos.com, goldstandardvideos.com. So thank you very, very much, everyone. Make it a better than great day. And if you don't come back on Thursday, then allow me to wish you and your family a very, very Merry Christmas and a happy and abundant golden 2019. Thank you very much, and good night.